Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of myself and the students behind me, we would like to welcome you to our fall band concert. As we approach the holiday season, we would like to begin by saying thank you for being here tonight and allowing us to share our music with you. Tonight we will begin with the Wind Symphony. Our first selection is one that we have really enjoyed working on. The piece is written by Boysen Jr. and is a setting of a popular folk tune by the same title. Andrew Boysen's arrangement of All the Pretty Little Horses features Gracie Smith on the piano. She's a ninth grade clarinetist. And it features Madison Garland, one of our senior flute members, Rachel Springer, sophomore trumpet player, and our clarinet section. We hope you enjoy All the Pretty Little Horses. The next work on our program does need a little bit of an explanation. It's a very heavy work and a very, very contemporary work, one that is exemplary of what a wind symphony would usually play. It's a difficult work too. It's a very, very advanced grade 4. And it was a commission done by a band director named Jeff Dodden, and he's from Andrews High School in Texas. And it was a tough piece, I'm sure, for Boysen to write because it was done in memory of one of the students that they had lost. His name was Jerry Bell. And he was a trombonist in the high school band. And the composer spoke with his parents and his friends before he wrote this work. And the goal was to create a piece that was filled with all the emotions, the love and the pain and the trying to recover that the community felt with this loss. The work features our trombonist, Eric Barber. He's on the side. Eric. Jerry Dawn was a trombonist, so they made sure that there were tons of solos that represented this young man's love for music. And you'll hear that in the part that Eric is playing tonight. Also, a little note along with that, we're very lucky Eric wasn't able to get wind ensemble in his schedule this year. And if any of your children have Mr. Yeager for class, he's made it possible. One of our math teachers has allowed Eric to come up and rehearse with us a couple of times so that the students would have this experience to play this piece. And that Eric could sit in the ensemble. So I'm really grateful to work with our administration, with teachers like that. And thankful for Eric for putting in the time to learn that part. You're also going to hear solos that were meant for a bass clarinet, but you're going to hear them on tenor sax from our freshman, Taylor Black. So you'll hear Taylor with a number of solos, and those represent one of Jerry Dawn's closest friends, was a bass clarinetist. The piece is based off of a hymn that you may know. It's called When I See the Blood. And the title of the work was selected because he enjoyed walks at evening, walks with the sunset, and enjoyed the stillness of the night. So the young man spent a lot of time outside with walks with friends and family at night. So hence the title, Conversations with the Night. In the piece, you're going to also hear two of our alto saxophone solos. You'll hear band president John Marshall, and from one of our librarians, sophomore Julia Wadsworth. This piece, it's a pretty heavy piece, so we hope it moves you in the way that it has moved us when we've been preparing it. So we hope you enjoy our take on Conversations with the Night. that last one we talked about how just simple changes in notes can create pain, and some of the harmonies are tough, and they often represent some of the things that are hard to put words to in life, and then how that piece probably was a healing thing for their ensemble. So a healing moment, I guess, for them to share, I should say. The last piece is nowhere near as heavy, but very different. And this one we took the time to study some of the sounds that are created in the Japanese culture. So this is actually a Japanese folk tune called Yagi Bushi. It's by Naohiro Iwai. And the piece it's also a study of some different harmonic combinations, different from what we're used to hearing. But it has a great energy. You're going to hear that bio-percussion section, so I want to make sure I give them a point out for this one because it's a tough piece. And then you're going to hear a very large solo by our sophomore trumpet player, one of our librarians, Rachel Springer. And after this ensemble, we'll bring out our Symphonic Band. So thank you very much from myself and the Wind Symphony. We hope you enjoy Yagi Bushi. Thank you so much for your patience. They listened pretty well for there being 60-some students. They listened great. I thought they did a pretty quick transition. And a very, very huge thank you to Kate Craver. Kate is our principal clarinetist in concert band. She's only a freshman, so she's kicking butt. So Kate, thank you for tuning in as well. The group behind me is our Symphonic Band. It's made up of 9th through 12th graders. We're going to play 3 tunes for you and then bring the Wind Symphony back out. We're going to do one large joint piece at the end. Our first piece, it has a lot of energy, we'll just put it that way. It's called Adrenaline Engines, and it's composed by Randall Standridge. You're going to hear, we're going to feature a few of our percussionists in this one. You're going to hear Julia Davis. You're going to hear Abby Whitlatch. Abby's a senior, and she joined band for the first time at the high school. I'm really thankful to have her. I should also point out that Julia is a freshman, and you're also going to hear Cody Fend over here playing some pretty sweet shaker stuff. Cody is a freshman. He's going to be playing the kabasa. I'm thankful for our percussion section on this one because it's a really cool piece, and they do a great job. Hope you enjoy Adrenaline Engines. made my square that big on this one. So, I don't know. We do what we gotta do. See, the sad thing is it's supposed to be this big. That's okay. It's fine. I'm gonna need to start wearing glasses and contacts and probably another good LASIK too. That's all right. Very good job, guys. The next piece we're gonna play is Air for Band, completely different than that. This is, I guess, our softer side, let's say. It's a traditional work written by Frank Erickson. And it's absolutely beautiful. It's a lot of different melodic lines. You'll hear some moments from our trumpets and our clarinets, and everybody has a moment in this one. This piece was actually the first one that we worked on this year, and I think a lot of the band this might be, for many of them, their favorite. So we hope you enjoy Erickson's Air for Band. Okay, before we play the next one, I wanted to take a minute to point out some of the work that our students have done, some of the honors that they have earned this year. So I'm going to have them do a quick stand, and then maybe if we can applaud at the end of the group, that would be great. So first, I wanted to take a minute to recognize our band officers this year. Our president is Jonah Marshall, Monica Benz is our vice president, Brian Akins is our treasurer, Elle Kenny is our secretary, and Caitlin Slazak is our historian. Congratulations. Our next ones are our Triumph Honor Society members. We had our induction a couple weeks ago, so I'm proud that this is our group for the year. Elizabeth Albright, Brianna Demagogue, who's our president, Maddie Garland, who's our vice president, Chloe Jalot, Jonah Marshall, Julia Wadsworth, Alex Kramer is our historian, Rachel Springer, Eric Barber, Abby Whitlatch, Abby give away in the percussion section. She's our secretary, and Sarah Dubrell is our treasurer. So congratulations. We don't have any of our junior high awards back yet, but we do have our senior high county band. And on December 4th and 5th, this group will play at Valley High School. If you're free that night, they have a 7 o'clock concert on, where's the 5th and 6th? 5, 6. On the 6th is the Friday. So our county band members, senior high county band this year, are Brianna Demagogue, Maddie Garland, Jonah Marshall, Julia Wadsworth, Monica Benz, and Eric Barber. Bay West Honors Band this year isn't until January, but we recently received our list of students that have made it. It's January 10th if you're penciling things in. It's on Friday and it's at Greater Latrobe. Our students representing Southmoreland are Brianna Demagogue, Kate Kramer, Addie Noel, Gracie Smith, Xavier Rice, Jonah Marshall, Alex Kramer, Monica Benz, Rachel Springer, Eric Barber, and over here on our string bass, Becca Davies. That he did bring the correct instrument tonight, but Becca Akins will be representing Southmoreland at District Orchestra on the violin. And he plays the baritone marching band, he plays the trumpet too, just saying. Okay, so thank you guys, and congratulations to all of our students. And the other thing I wanted to point out too is I'm going to say thank you later, but as another aside, as I was conducting the last piece and I was thinking about what it took for some of these students to get here tonight, we had a sibling get sick on one person, we had to change their clothes, another sibling got pick somebody up and get here, students had to call off work. These guys, they work so hard. So just so you see the talent and how privileged I am and what these guys all do, I thought I'd have them raise their hand for a couple of things. So the group, what it's made up of. If you're a freshman, would you raise your hand? Sophomores, juniors, seniors. If you're new to band, whether it's as a freshman or as a senior at the high school, would you raise your hand? And then those that are in marching band. Those that are currently either auditioning for the musical or are currently anxiously awaiting callbacks on Saturday. If you're awaiting callbacks, give it a wave. Yeah. So they have a big Saturday coming up. And then there's a band concert and a field trip in between it, you know. If you play a sport, whether it's in the school or the community, if you're involved in any other community activities, whether you volunteer, you go to church, maybe you help with your youth group, you play community band, any other activities. What about if you volunteer or you have a job? And what about those of you that have AP classes? What about those of you who have more than 3 AP classes? Yeah. Just saying. So they work really, really hard. And they are a very bright group. I appreciate their humor and their wit and their outlook on the world and their creativity and their uniqueness. You all have done a fantastic job. So I'm very blessed. This is a really wonderful group. So thank you guys for choosing band and fitting it into your ever busy lives. And as a parent myself with 2 little ones, and we only have soccer and gymnastics. I don't know how you guys do it. I'm taking tips, so I don't know how you balance all you do, but thank you for being here probably after a long work day, maybe not having dinner, and taking the time to watch these guys and to entertain us for an hour and sharing this music with us. So thank you. Depending who you ask, moving on to our next tune, depending who you ask, some may say it's a little early for some holiday music. Okay, but I don't want to get your hopes up. It's not going to be like Frosty the Snowman. Okay? So I love Christmas music, so please don't think that I am a Scrooge and I don't. I love Christmas music. But this next one, I just got to tell you, brace yourself, because it's not the traditional Christmas tune. It's a piece that is very, very difficult. It's by Elliot del Borgo, and it's a take on a Come O Come Emmanuel. This piece is so challenging, and I almost hesitated telling you this, but we only got it a little, it's about 3 weeks now. And some of these guys have band 3 days, and some have it every day. I'm so proud of them for putting this together. It's a piece that they shouldn't have been able to put together, and they have. So don't mess it up. Anyway, just kidding. Anyhow, you're going to hear solos by Joan Marshall on alto sax, Alex Brothers back on the timpani, and Alex, how's that hand doing? Alex, he's in a splint, so, you know, he's killing on the timpani, he's doing great. But the piece also features our flute section, which if you haven't noticed, they're very, very gifted and talented. So we're going to start with a little flute feature, and the piece itself, well, you just hold on for the end of it and brace yourself. So we hope you enjoy Christmas Variations, or Variants, I should say, by Elliot del Borgo. So a piece that we played here a few years ago, we really wanted to bring back, just because of how much fun it is, and there's a lot to teach in it. So we hope you enjoyed it. We really have enjoyed working on it. Before we play our last group, if our wind ensemble members could make their way out, you guys can go ahead and come out. I didn't think about where I would be in the way. Maybe right here. I wanted to take a minute to say a couple of thank yous. All the time we should be thankful, but especially this time of year. So while these guys are getting set, a huge thank you, very heartfelt thank you to our administration and our school board. I know it's not an easy job, and I know that not everybody always gets along, and it often goes thankless. But I think at Southmoreland everybody cares. So I'm thankful to work in a district where everybody's trying to make what they believe is the right decision. So thank you for always keeping arts and music as a part of that decision, and giving these guys the opportunity that they have to have this family and this experience. I'm thankful to work with the group of colleagues that I do. Our music teachers in the district are great friends and hard workers, and thank you to Mrs. Weitzel and Mr. Hennigan for instilling that in them as babies. And you guys for the first notes that you dealt with and helped to grow. Mrs. Brown and Mr. Burry at the middle school, some of those tough years, and making sure that these guys stayed part of music and kept it in their lives. And my colleagues here at the high school, Mrs. Amperini and Mr. Harris, who are friends and confidants and some of the most talented people that I could ask to work with. And then even the teachers in our community, whether there's private music teachers, or maybe you drive your students to further away. I'm lucky that we have people that love music and that are just trying to help everybody grow through the joy of it. The faculty and staff at Southmoreland, we still get to have a lesson program. Don't tell anybody, but that doesn't happen everywhere. Actually, it doesn't happen in a lot of places in our own county. So our administration has kept that alive. I hope they'll always keep it alive, because if you lose that, it's not going to come back. So fight for that. I'm thankful that that's never been on the chopping block at the high school, because it's valuable in so many ways. So thank you for our faculty for letting the students, and our administration for letting the students come down to lessons. A thank you to our custodians, everybody who made tonight possible, our custodians, and our maintenance personnel who made sure that the room was warm and clean and ready to be used. As a special thank you to our new lighting and sound coordinator, Mr. Jacob Smithola, who's doing a great job. This is his first night out with the concert. So we're thankful to have him on board as one of our new personnel to work with. And a special thank you, I said it earlier, but I'll say it again, to all of you. I know it wasn't always easy to get here. Can't always be easy to get here. And I talk for way too long, and you all sit there and you laugh at my horrible jokes, or pretend to, so that I keep trying at least. But thank you for balancing an ever-growing tough schedule. I just feel like there's always more and more, and you guys took the time out to be here tonight. So thank you for supporting all of them. Thank you for supporting music and for being an attentive, wonderful audience. I brag about all of you whenever I go to other festivals and things. We have an amazing audience and parent group and students, and I don't think everybody gets this. So I'm not just saying that, I hope you guys realize how special this is at Southmoreland. So thank you. And to the students, I said it earlier, maybe you can hear me, I don't know if you can, because the speaker is there. But thank you guys for sharing, whether it's 43 minutes or 86 minutes, or you're in my class all day and I can't get rid of you. But I'm just kidding, some I kind of want to get rid of, just kidding. Where you at? Just kidding. I love Eric, he comes down all the time. He's going to be my son someday. Anyhow, you can't even hear me picking on him, can you? Nope. He just assumes. That's right. But thank you for giving me the chance to try to be a better teacher every day, because you come more and more prepared, and you always care, and you always find a way to fit music in your crazy, busy lives. So thank you for being a part of our music program and bringing a lot of love and joy to my heart every single day. So thank you guys. Okay, that's enough chatter. By the time I'm done, my scores are going to be this big, just so you know. But the last piece we have for you tonight is called Among the Clouds, and it's by Brian Balmages. He's a great young composer. He's really quite fantastic. The piece is one that is just about celebration. and life and joy. So you're going to hear some pretty tough sections throughout this thing. It's been a lot of fun to work with, and I love having everybody on stage. So maybe that's a little bit selfish, but for them to get to play it in an entire group. So I'm really excited to present this last one for you. Last little note, if you are free on December 10th, our high school choir concert is that night. December 18th is our elementary concert, and our middle school concert, in case the holiday rush is crazy, it's in January this year. It's January 21st. So if you want to save those dates, we'd love to see you there. And we'll end tonight with a thank you, and we hope you enjoy the class.